Hi there, Melody Moore here from Business Tech Ninjas. We are your partners to create your membership site so that it is stable, flexible, so you can scale with an exceptional user experience. Today, we're going to be talking about how to organize your content within your site. Now, you could be on a platform-based solution like Kajabi or Thinkific or something like, or something similar, sorry, or if you could be on a WordPress plugin type setup. The main thing that I want to bring up is just how people seem to default to putting their course content right now into our course content, their membership content into courses. And the fundamental thing with course content is it's designed to be gone in some level of a sequential manner where people are kind of going through it. But more and more, as we work with more and more membership sites, it's not just about the sequential course content, but this overall repository of content that they have, whether it be recorded meetings that have happened at some point in time that people want to be able to search through, could be resources that people want to be able to reference. And when you're looking at that type of content, it really doesn't fit to put it into a course because it's like, okay, you're not going to go and complete all of the meetings that you missed before, but I might want to know, okay, what are all of the ones that talk about taxes or talk about selling your company or like have specific categories of interest that might be interesting to me. And I'd also like to be able to favorite those ones so I can go and reference them back at some later date. Today, I'm going to take you into one of our client accounts of just kind of showing you like what this problem could look like. It shows up in lots of different ways, but I'm going to show you one example today and kind of be giving you a little bit of other examples along the way too of how that shows up. And then I'll show you, okay, hey, this is how we're tackling it with using a new tool called the Content Library plugin that we're in the midst of developing at this point in time, because it's like every site I go in, they're doing 7 figures or above, and I look at their sites and it's like, this content should not be course content. You need to put it in a content library and take it out of your courses because you're just not giving your users the type of experience that I think is really going to be beneficial to them and then keep them coming back for more and more. You ready? I sure am. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. This is kind of how it shows up for me. Of we see this is what I would deem as a dashboard page. A dashboard page is the page that they go to when they first log in for whatever reason. Most dashboard pages are just courses, especially on those platform-based solutions. Like they don't really have a lot of flexibility for you to do much more than just have all of your courses listed out, basically. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. This particular brand has a ongoing membership, and then they have a lot of one-off programs that you're going to see down here. We're not going to be looking at their membership today, but we are going to be going into some of their one-off programs that you'll see down here. The main one being this essential oils database here. But there's also some other options here of like they've done some recorded videos in the past too. And that's all considered LearnDash content too. So it's like all of these different interviews are just subtasks or lessons on here. And it's really hard to be able to kind of go through them. Like, what is this? Like, why would I want to watch it? Can I favorite it and watch it, but later? Like, not really. It just doesn't have a great user experience. What we're working on right now is addressing the actual database itself. So this one just has the guide, which is not what I want. So let's go back to the members home. So this is it here where we have all of these PDFs for all of these essential oils. And when you want to go in and see one, then you click on it and it opens up a PDF and it's got great content. Like the content of this client is fantastic. The quality of content is amazing. It's totally on point. The organizational of it is really what we're being brought in to understand. The organization and user experience of it. How can we make this better? How can we make it more consistent? How can we make it easier to use? How can we make it easier for their members to get value out of the membership? Because most of the complaints that they get are people just can't find things. And honestly, I understand why, but people will go through that friction because the content is so good. So you can see here we have essential oils for thyroid support and roll-on recipes. Great content here. Now, I really have limited flexibility of what I could do with this. I can link out this PDF or I cannot link out this PDF. The value of moving this content into the content library is that I can transition into a more flexible system. And this is what we're working on for them here. So this is, so what else we'll have is like, it'll have the oil type up here, then the short description here. Now I can be pulling and linking this dynamically throughout the entire site too, because they've got other content which reference this particular oil. And it's like, I can link back to that really easily. Someone could favorite this as their favorite oil. We could potentially make this so that they could create their own recipes based on the different oils. We could recommend different recipes. We can be linking back to this as well. We can link it back to that in this way. They've got a great table of contents over here, so you can go right to the different sections that you want. References, this is still in development. We're gonna have a little PDF download option here, so people can still use the PDF if they want to. Additionally, one of the main things is like the different healing benefits of we want to be able to pull that dynamically throughout the site. So it's like this one might have 3, another one might have 5, and we can show like, okay, this oil has 5 benefits, this oil has 3 benefits, but we can pull that all dynamically once we have that content inputted. So it just really maximizes the flexibility of what you can use and what you can do with your content down the road to make a much better user experience for your people. One of the other benefits is we have like the next steps for them listed out here, and we can be switching these out dynamically as well down the road. So it's really about taking the great content that you have and making it more flexible in how you deliver that content to your people and how they're able to use it and how they're able to consume it down the road. We are currently in development because previously we were custom developing, custom post type ideas for every single client, but it's like every client that we go into, if they're doing 7 figures or above, they have been using courses for a while for stuff that just shouldn't be in courses. It just doesn't give the flexibility and the user experience that really is exceptional and keeps people coming back. So we're developing a plugin called the Content Library, which will allow for a much more robust, flexible way of delivering your content that is not a course type idea, but a content library.